The comfort of your favorite seat is now your comfy car selling command center, thanks to Carvana.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Your favorite seat's the best spot in the house. Make it even better by entering your license plate or VIN and getting a real offer in minutes.
There really is no place like home.
And speaking of home, Carvana will pick up your car from yours after you finalize your offer. Visit Carvana.com or download the app and sell your car from your comfy place. The comfort of your favorite seat is now your comfy car selling command center, thanks to Carvana.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Your favorite seat's the best spot in the house. Make it even better by entering your license plate or VIN and getting a real offer in minutes.
There really is no place like home.
And speaking of home, Carvana will pick up your car from yours after you finalize your offer. Visit Carvana.com or download the app and sell your car from your comfy place.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Meteor Studios Arena! Tonight we bring you the monstrous mayhem you have been craving. Terrifying creatures from folklore and legend battling it out until only one can claim the title of Cryptid Supreme. Beasts that may or may not exist from around the globe have been gathered here for one night only. You'll witness the carnage firsthand as two alien feline powerhouses, the Ozark Howler and the Beast of Bodmin Moor, clash together in fur and fury. You'll be riveted by the pure bestial strength of the Beast of Bray Road, pitted against the Beast of Busco's indomitable giant turtle power. You'll recoil in terror from the monstrous Wendigo as it wields its supernatural strength against the raw reptilian rage of the Brosno dragon. And finally, you'll be on the edge of your seat for the final match of the night, where the Cryptozoological Championship is on the line. Two astonishing ape men enter, but only one will claim the belt at the Alien Theorist's second mind-boggling, monumental, monstrous, cryptid Crush-a-thon!
Welcome to Alien Theorist Theorizing, Case File 135, Cryptid Crush-a-thon! I'm Braden.
I'm Zelt.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Andrew.
Booyah! Cryptid Crush-a-thon number 2.
The second annual. Wait, we did one last year, right?
Part 2.
I think it was like 2 years ago, probably.
Biannual.
Yeah. Well, you got to catch all. It's like Pokemon. You got to catch all the creatures first.
Yeah. Round them
Right?
up.
So that's once you have enough to put on the event, then you put on the event, which is coming live next weekend. The fights.
I'm pumped for those.
Cryptid Fight 239 or whatever.
So how many of these guys we talking about tonight are actual foilies? Like I'm talking shinies.
Dude, every one of them.
Oh, they're all, buddy. This is a stacked card of shinies.
That's big. That's real big.
Just so it's April now, and if you don't know, if you haven't been following us on social media, for some reason we started this goddamn running challenge. We're day 5. God damn, some people are putting up some big numbers. I couldn't even walk today, barely. My calves are so tight. I had to take the day off.
I started strong. I started off at a slow pace. I ran 8.5K. And after I ran 8.5K, my knee is fucked. I don't know if it's my shoes. Like I even watch videos on how to run long distance and like how to strike how to strike midfoot and like how to not fuck your knees up and make sure you lean forward and don't overextend. Tried to save my knees. Nope, didn't work. Knees fucked.
Boys brought this on yourselves.
We did.
100%.
I am absolutely amazed at how much our fans like running.
Holy
terrible.
fuck,
There's
dude.
so many people who
I
really
thought I was
like
gonna,
running.
I was like, oh, I'm going to win. And then
Man.
after day one, I was like, I'm not going to win.
No chance. No chance.
The only thing I enjoy running is my mouth. That's it. I want nothing to do with that shit.
Yeah. It's so far we've got you know what? I'm not going to read the top 3 right now. Actually, Daniel Wilkes in 5 days has 105 kilometers logged.
Pardon me?
Ridiculous.
The guy
What?
is insane.
It's a fucking machine.
Yeah, he's a long distance runner who, because right away we had to shame him and be like, are these numbers real? Like, we're sending the piss. We need the piss.
How much does this guy pay off Usain Bolt to run for him? Like, this is fucking ridiculous.
He's a sprinter.
No, if you look at paces and stuff, like he's all good. And he just running changed his life a couple years ago, and he just loves running. And he's just happy that there's a group of people that are doing it with him. So on our Discord, we got a bunch of people cheering him on now. We've been making the joke that third's the new first.
Yep, 100%.
Second is a little bit of a
suspect
controversy.
Yep.
Bree with 60 kilometers, but 130K run, and that's it. Interesting.
Holy shit.
It seems like when she joined, it just uploaded all of her last week's run before the competition at once. Or something.
And
I can't really tell.
She hasn't logged any kilometers since putting up to 60. Suspect. Right? We'll see how that changes. And number 3, rounding out the top 3, Sodomize, 47 kilometers. Where are your theorists at? Well, Zell's at 10th place with 24.6 kilometers.
Which I thought was impressive. Which I thought was pretty good.
Your boy Braden sitting in 15th with 23 kilometers.
Also pretty good.
And Andrew and Dan are tied with 0 kilometers.
There we go.
Last place.
Hey, man, essential men such as myself don't have time for running right now.
Yeah.
All right?
Just run in your mouth.
Yep, that's it.
Writing checks your body can't cash.
Anyways.
No. Fucking writing checks and saving necks, baby. That's what I do.
You know what's funny about the challenge is when we first made it, we said like hashtag alien theorist exercising, but when you space it out, alien theorists exercising. It's so
I know.
good.
I saw that too.
Nice. So
I was like, yeah. Alien theorist sexercising.
That's better.
Even better.
Yeah.
Better. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're keeping it. Hashtag alien theorists exercising.
Yeah, it's hilarious. But we got a long month, so stay in there. I'm hoping for a top 5 finish, to be honest.
I will need new shoes before I can catch up.
I ordered mine. I ordered new shoes. Got new shoes coming.
What'd they say for shipping? How long?
5 business days.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Maybe I'll invest in a pair as well.
Because
I'm on days off. Maybe I'll sign up and go for a run.
I'm gonna start putting up some big numbers here. I've hit a 7. I had to take today off though. That was today. My legs were. I did a little test jog. Like I jogged from the end of my driveway to my house, and I was just like both my calves were felt like they were gonna rupture. I was like, I was like, this is gonna be painful. And the second I start logging a little bit of a slow pace, Zell's texting me, "What's with that pace, bro? You walking? You walking, buddy?"
You put up
It's a walking pace.
It was a 7:41 or something. Like, hey, that's power walking. Let's go,
dude. I ran past some people walking. There's no way I was.
Okay, well,
I was lumbered, but it's tough.
Anyways, let's get to the Crush-a-thon.
All right.
Ooh, let the carnage begin. So, this is our second Cryptid Crush-a-thon, and I've lined up quite the fight card for this this special event. And round 1, I'd like to introduce the Ozark Howler versus the Beast of Bodmin Moor.
Shit.
Ozark Howler, both of these creatures are your alien big cats.
Oh,
By
shit.
alien, I mean just not native and not alien. Or they could be alien, not really sure. The Ozark Howler is a native to the northern parts of Arkansas and the southern half of Missouri, ranging around the Ozark areas. It's been sighted between 2005, 2010. People originally thought it was a cougar or something like that, but the problem is that wildlife officials around those areas, they say there's not enough of a breeding population of cougars left in Arkansas. So there's been a number of sightings of seeing something big like this.
That's a fake mounted head. If you're watching the live stream of a Ozark Howler, it does kind of look. It's got like a hybrid between like a canine and a like a cat mouth, and then it's
Like,
got
that looks
weird.
exactly like that one Joe Rogan has
That's
in his
good.
studio.
It has like kind of horns on the back of its head as well.
That
Right.
thing's
It
fucking
has
gangster.
been. It's been described as having glowing eyes and horns, and howler is in the name. So it has been reported that people hearing those strange caterwauling noises outside that can't just like that. That's eerily accurate.
Yeah.
Did a beer go down?
Yeah, I had a little tower going. She's gone now though. She toppled.
And in the other corner, you have the Beast of Bodmin Moor.
Wait, hold on. I need to know more about this howler. How big is this thing? Like, is it big as a house cat? Like, I see it's like devil cat.
Devil
Big
cat.
as a house cat?
No, what? It's way bigger than a
No,
house cat.
Braden just
Like,
asked
how
if it's as
big?
big as a house cat.
It's bigger than a bobcat. So it's probably
Okay.
about cougar size, large cougar.
Oh man, a large cougar is a big fucking animal.
They
I wouldn't
have.
fuck with
There
it.
was one case where they on the Sci-Fi Channel show Haunted Highway. Apparently, they left out a like a large piece of meat in order to try and lure out the creature. And they said when they came back, they found footprints, at least one footprint around that area. And when they had consulted a wildlife biologist about it, they said that it is, it's about the size of a puma or a cougar.
Jesus. So like a big cougar can be like 200 or 100 kilograms, man. Like that's a big fucking animal.
Yeah, they get well over 200 pounds. Yeah.
Jesus.
So it's got the claws. It's got the terrible howl.
got
It's
those
as big as
fucking-
cougar. Some people say it's like a bear. Like it doesn't it. If I recall correctly, isn't there also known as like some sort of night bear or something? Night light bear or something.
Nightlight bear.
Yeah, I think so.
All the
I
re-
don't remember.
all the
Hold
pictures
on.
that you can look up always paint it as a big cat, like, and they always like kind of look like this. Like people are like, this is what I seen. It's like it looks like a jaguar, kind of
Oh, that's a fucking jaguar. Jaguar.
jaguar.
With red eyes, right? Red eyes. So it's got claws. It's got teeth, right? Stealth.
It's got the speed. It's got the strength. It's got the glowing eyes. So next you have the Beast of Bodmin Moor from Cornwall, England, the United Kingdom, flown all the way over to here across the pond. Reported sightings of this creature go back to 1978, and there have been also with those cases there were occasional reports of mutilated livestock. I think the most common hypothesis is that the Beast of Bodmin Moor, along with other sightings of these large cats, because the sighting of mysterious cat-like creatures around the moors of England is not anything new. These have always kind of been around. It's always been hypothesized that perhaps some of these were escaped cats. Somebody was the Tiger King before the Tiger King over in the UK when it was legal to own large cats. And so it's been the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries and Food actually conducted an official investigation to looking for this creature in 1995. And they found that they came to the conclusion that there was no verifiable evidence of any exotic felines loose in Britain. And they say that some other creature had mauled the farm animals or had been attacked by an indigenous species, but I don't know what that would be. It'd take down a whole, an entire cow or something like that.
Beast of Bodmin Moor. That's what it is.
Mhm.
So what you're saying is we gotta hear a regular cat fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, love it, dude. Like, so the Beast of Bodmin Moor, again, two big cats are gonna square up.
So now is this Bodmin Moor beast? Is it comparable size to the cougar? Are we on the same?
The Ozark Howler.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, is it going to be on a similar, like, are we talking cats, or is this Beast of Bodin or whatever the fucking Children of Bodin beast? Is it like a cheetah size? Like, I don't know. I need more information here. Like, are we going big cat versus lean and fast cat?
Seems to be they're similar. I don't know.
I'm gonna say from the description, it sounds like the Beast of Bodmin Moor maybe a little smaller, a little sleeker, a little faster.
Oh shit.
I think
Right.
the Beast of Bodmin Moor is like Braden is saying is a little bit smaller, about maybe like leopard size.
Okay. So lean and fast.
This Ozark Howler's a fucking tank of a cat.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, dude.
Bear, it's like a cat / bear. It's fucking massive.
Yeah.
So speed versus strength.
Yeah.
Classic matchup here.
Seems to be what it's coming down to.
The problem with cats is, dude, cat fights are vicious.
Oh, dude.
When you watch like a leopard fight, they like grab.
You watch two house cats fight, and it's
Dude,
like,
they
oh
grab.
my
Same thing.
They lock
Crazy.
on. They lock on with their front paws and claws onto like the back of the neck, and then take their feet and then like try and kick each other's guts out. It's fucking crazy.
Dude, I'll never forget living in Thailand and just having the window cracked and just getting woken up in the middle of the night by like a pack of alley cats just going at it. And you could just hear fucking cats getting just shredded, and just the noises and the sounds involved. I was like, Jesus, like it's violence like I'd never heard before.
yeah.
And now you're
but the
talking about
funny
two
thing
big
is,
cats.
The funny thing is with that is that cat fights and cats fucking sound pretty much the same.
What? They make the same noises?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
I know it's true with leopards, and I'm not sure about I'm pretty sure it's about house cats too, but with leopards and other big cats, like the males have like spikes.
Yeah, but they have
Their
barbs.
Yeah,
they
they
have
got
barbs. In their
barbs.
dicks.
Ugh.
So it actually like hurts. I think
cats.
the theory, the popular theory is it encourages like swift copulation. Like it's like get in, get out.
Pump, done.
Yeah.
Well, it's because they can, like, house cats, anyways, can carry children from multiple different mates at the same time. So when they have a litter, they can have like 3 or 4 different fucking dads. It's crazy.
I did not know that.
So
Nuts.
these things
The more you know.
squaring off. What's Dan, or Zell, what's your take? Who do you got and why?
Strictly based on pictures, I gotta go with the Ozark. Just because it's way more documented and it looks way more terrifying. That's all good. Just by looks, I would say I'm going Ozark.
Andrew, what do you think?
Wow. It's a fucking tale as old as time, boys. Speed kills.
Oh, you're going Beast of Bodmin?
I'm going speed.
So
I'm
how do you
going
think how do you think that fight turns out for him? How do you think that the Beast of Bottom?
I say he says he stays elusive, right? Keeps the fucking Ozark Howler lunging and trying to get a hold of him. And he keeps moving, taking little shots when he can until he gets a chunk of that fucking sweet, sweet neck. Goes for the kill.
I'm going to say the only way the Beast of Bottom wins in my idea if it's a sneak attack on the Ozark. Like looking at all the pictures of the Ozark Howler, this thing ain't all nimbly bimbly. It's not jumping tree to tree. It's
a beast.
It's walking the ground. Right? So like maybe the Beast of Bottom like leaping on its back, getting it from the back and the neck, right?
Well,
That's
and you
the
gotta
only
think,
way. But if
dude,
they're both on the
name
ground
alone.
in like a cage, buddy, that the Howler is gonna mess up that Beast of. That thing's a tank, man.
He's got to get his fucking mitts on him, though. I don't think he
It
can.
also one of the other. Okay, now I found out where I had the names. It goes by the Ozark Howler, also known as Ozark Black Howler, the Nightshade Bear, the Devil Cat,
Look at that
and
thing.
the Hoo Hoo.
The
hoo-hoo?
Jesus.
The Hoo Hoo. Because I'm guessing that's the noise it makes. Hoo hoo. No, 100% the Ozark Howler, man. He's gonna fucking look at that thing.
Look at
man.
that fucking thing.
Even if you think, even if it goes by the name fucking Hootie Hoo, that right there just it fucking discredits everything right there. The
That's the
Beast of
noise it makes.
Bowden or Boredom or whatever the fuck its name is, that's a
Yeah.
gangster name.
I don't want no Beast of Boredom.
Oh, he's badass.
As far as names go, Beast of Bodmin Moor, that's a pretty dope name.
So bad. That should be a band.
Someone start that band. It's gotta be so
Dan,
fucking metal.
Dan, what do you think? Where do you sway on this?
I mean, I definitely put my money probably on the Ozark Howler. If it's got as many cool names, it's got way more cool names than Beast of Bodmin Moor. Black Howler, Devil Cat.
And there's more evidence of the Ozark Howler.
More history.
Then-
Yeah.
Yeah, the more history. So it's like, so I'm saying if we're putting in a cage what these things really are, they just
Well, listen.
materialize in a screen. There's a chance that the Beast of Baltimore is just a regular black cat.
Or you said yourself that the way the Beast of Baltimore wins is by sneak attack. Obviously, if this thing's fucking real, it's fucking sneaky as hell, right? Because
It hasn't really been seen since 1978.
No one can find
Exactly.
it.
That's one of the first sightings.
So-
but I mean, I'm pretty sure there's still, every now and then there's still a couple sightings of these large, big cats out on the moors of England.
this guy's buddy, my boy here is sneaky as fuck. Next thing, before your Ozark nerd knows what's happening, he's got a fucking jaws clamped around his neck, and it's fucking Sweet Caroline.
Ozark
Toast.
nerd.
See you later.
Go boy, me.
Exactly.
No, I
think it's going
say
three
if
to
I'm a
one.
betting man, I'm still going with Ozark Howler.
It looks like we're pre-fight analysis. We're going Ozark Howler
3-1
over the Beast of Bodmin Moor 3-1.
Again, it's going to depend though for me because I
Speed
could
kills.
be swayed if we see the battlefield for them and it's like thick forest, a lot of spots for hiding. The Beast of Bottom Moor is going to have a way better advantage, right? Because it's not as big, right? Just lumberous through this forest, through the brush, right? If it's an open field, it's fucked.
Yeah, open field, lots of room to run.
Yeah, but you can only run for so long, man.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna take my chance with the fucking lean, mean fighting machine, fucking having Gasland tank over the fucking big lumbering tank of a fucking hoo-hoo.
You don't know it's lumbering. We don't know it's lumbering though.
Well, it's fucking 200 and some pounds.
That's nothing,
It's
man.
a devil cat.
Would you call
It's also
a tiger?
a hoo-hoo.
Would you call a tiger a lumbering beast, even though they're 500 pounds and they can fucking move?
Compared to a cheetah, yes, I would.
Cheetah's only
But,
good
okay.
for like 5 seconds though. Then it's tired.
So you're
as fuck.
saying a cheetah beat a tiger?
Hey, we're not.
That's
we're
what.
not
That's
in
where you're
these
going there. That's where you're
circumstances.
going here. That's where you're
No,
going.
no, no,
Cheetah
no,
versus
but
tiger.
that's not. We're not going into that. All right, relax.
This is the cheetah versus tiger of the cryptid world.
That's not as fun.
We'll
I
have
think
to-
it'd be more like leopard versus tiger.
yeah, we'll go
I think
leopard a
we say
little
so,
bit,
too.
little bit bigger, a little stronger. Still,
Dude, either way, I would not want to fuck with any cat in the woods.
No,
Not even
I
a
don't
house cat.
No, fuck no, man. Every time I've ever fucked with my house cat, you lose. Every time.
how many scars
never
do you
win.
have on your hands from fighting your cat?
Oh, and they sting so bad.
Those little razor
Yeah, you
blades.
know why? It's because they get their little shit in there.
Yeah, you cat litter and fucking
Cat-
piss.
Yeah. That's why. Little
All right. Well, we'll
But
have
the
to
real question is, which one of these would be more likely to end up in Joe Exotic Zoo?
Dude, he'd take both in a
There's
heartbeat.
not a fucking chance. They
might-
both.
he might kill
You know
one.
where they'd end up in that bitch Carol Baskin zoo.
He'd take both right away, but he might kill one faster than the other if it didn't make money.
Like that Ozark Howler would definitely take off more than your arm.
All right. In his third hypothetical, Joe Exotic and his pistol versus one of these two. But no, 3-1.
3-1. Ozark.
Ozark Howler.
Fucking nothing I'm not used to here. Fuck's sake.
Well,
Moving on to
betting
round
on
2.
losers.
We've got the very well-known, the infamous Beast of Bray Road. I know people have heard about him.
Oh, it's a goddamn
Beast
werewolf.
of Bray Road, the hellish werewolf-like creature from Bray Road, from Elkhorn, Wisconsin. And let's see, people have also cited this strange, terrifying creature as far as Illinois. If you're familiar with the Beast of Bray Road, or if you're not familiar with it, he's a Bigfoot-like creature. He stands on 2 legs, but I have heard that he has been reported to be seen going from 2 to 4. He can go from 2 legs to all 4s. And people say that it's very large. They say that it displays some sort of intelligence. It's brown and gray in color. And most of the sightings happen between 89 and 91. So people have seen this one. So he's a Bigfoot. He's 7 to 8 feet, something like that. And we have him squaring off against the Beast of Busco. Or it could be Busco. I'm not sure.
the Battle of the Beasts.
Battle
Right,
of
so
the
Beast of
Beasts.
Busco is a legend from Churubusco, Indiana, and it is described to be an enormous snapping turtle, and people have claimed to see it around 1949.
That is fucking dope.
They affectionately named it Oscar after the first discoverer of it. And so the guy who found it, it was, they said like in July of 1948, there were at least 2 citizens of Churubusco, Ora Blue and Charlie Wilson, reported seeing this huge alligator snapping turtle. And they estimated it being about 500 pounds or so.
Jesus.
The farmer who owned the land where they sighted it, it was named Gerald Harris, and Harris even reported seeing this creature. So, I mean, this creature's so popular there that they actually have a Turtle Days festival each June, and it has a parade and carnival and turtle races.
Do they sacrifice like wild game to the turtle, or what do they do here?
No, I don't think so.
What's a 500-pound
All right.
turtle?
I
So
think there's
what do I-
probably face painting and turtle races. I don't know
Jesus.
about human. I don't know about sacrifices. That wasn't in there.
Oh,
So what do I need to know here? I need to know, is this guy fucking walking around like a Ninja Turtle?
2 foot.
Yes.
2 foot.
Okay,
For
so he's
our
on 2
purposes,
legs.
yes.
Yeah. Okay,
So we're
so the Beast of Busco's got a fucking shell. He's got that razor sharp mouth. He can shoot his neck out really far to snap. He's got razor sharp talons. He's got a tail with probably some little spikies on them. He's 500 fucking pounds. I imagine that he's going to be a little short and stocky though. Like he's not going to be like he might be like 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah. He's gonna be a lumberer for sure. He's gonna be
Slow mover.
Whereas
he is a turtle.
we have the
Beast of Bray Road is like a
werewolf, like a big
well, pretty
werewolf.
It's like a
He's like
Bigfoot.
a Bigfoot.
I almost think like more like a werebear. Some people call it more like a bear.
You could say that.
But
So
yeah,
he's got the teeth. He's got the strength. Fucking huge ass claws and shit.
it's Bigfoot with
Speed.
claws. Bigfoot with claws is what we're talking here.
So
Yeah,
Bigfoot with
obviously gonna
claws
And big
versus
teeth.
like Toka from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Secret of the Ooze.
I think it would really be Tokar and Razor. Like
Yeah.
I think that's really what it would look like.
So now I always lean more towards Toka. I think he was fucking cooler personally.
He just like spin around on his shell. Was that his thing?
Yeah, well, he was kind of like I was a big Slash fan. You remember Slash?
Yeah.
And that's who I thought they were trying to make Toka be. So that's why I fucking really liked him. But
Dude, I don't think there's any way you can convince me that the Beast of Busco doesn't end up taking this one. He's got fucking armor. You know what I mean? Like he can suck his limbs into his little shell for protection. You know what I mean? Like what I don't know what's that going to be? Like
you're missing the
how do you-
biggest thing. You're missing the biggest component here. He's got fucking turtle power.
Yeah.
That's everything.
Yeah, but he probably has a soft belly. You flip him over, Beast of Bray Road, gets him, flip him on his back, expose the soft underbelly, tear him apart.
Buddy, Ninja Turtle's got 6 packs. I don't put it
Dude,
past him.
snapping
Totally
turtle. Snapping turtle's it's got to cock its neck into its shell and then lunge out and go for one quick bite. But if
Yeah,
it
well,
misses,
I don't know.
if it misses, do a quick like single leg takedown, flip him on its back, rip out the guts. Beast of Bray Road wins.
I don't know. He's got a fucking.
He's got dexterous arms.
You
Gets
gotta
in there
remember
and
too.
maneuver him.
He's got fucking probably got thousands of years of fucking fighting experience. He's a turtle. His lifespan's fucking forever.
He's so the size of the turtle. So if a normal turtle lives like, what are those like leatherhead sea turtles live to like 400 years or something? Don't they? Something crazy.
What? No, what?
Yeah,
400 years?
I'm pretty
No,
sure.
Maybe I think
the sea
100.
turtles. Sea turtles.
I
No
think
man.
100 is.
Yeah,
I think
I think
100.
what
I think-
is it?
No man.
The tortoises are like a Galapagos tortoise is like 100 and there's one that's like 150, maybe 140.
I think.
And man, he's a
me
snapping
on
turtle. The power of that fucking jaw. Whatever he
Okay,
grabs,
hold on.
he's snapping in half.
No, not as impressive. I'm looking up how strong a snapping turtle bite is. So this is, and obviously
This is a
Calculate.
500 pound. This is a 500 pound snapping turtle.
but here, like I was expecting like a normal, because normal snapping turtles can get pretty fucking big too. Not
Yeah.
500 pounds, but I was expecting them to have a crazy bite. A snapping turtle's actual jaw strength registered between 208 and 226 newtons of force. Humans average bite force is between 300 and 700.
Oh, so we bite that motherfucker in half.
Yeah. So now all of a sudden I'm like, so he doesn't bite that hard.
But
Like,
he's got
it's
that
a
big
bear
spike.
shark.
Yeah.
Got the big
And
spike.
you gotta
on
imagine the Beast of Bray Road is like solid muscle, you know?
Yeah.
So if it's even if it's trying to bite that, like if he clamps down on it, or he blocks, if he takes a bite on his arm and he like he yanks back, I mean, he gets that neck exposed and just going for it.
This is gonna be a bloody battle.
He's
But
losing
you know what?
flesh
Now
every
after-
time he pulls his arm away.
Yeah, and now like
time.
after looking at the bite strength, because I in my head thought snapping turtle. I thought like he bite, you lose limb. Like that's what I
Yeah, but-
thought.
500 pounds.
Yeah,
That's
but
gotta
if
fucking-
you think about a wolf's bite's way harder than that. And now imagine a yoked wolf is even more.
Well, I thought he was more like a fucking Bigfoot, not a wolf. Like he doesn't have sharp teeth and shit. He's gonna be like a primate, isn't he?
Well, he's got
No, they think of more like a werebear, like a bear that can always go on
Okay,
two
well,
legs.
if it's a giant fucking bear, if it's like bigger than a normal bear, then that's gonna kill everything.
Well, it doesn't say weight. It doesn't say weight of the Beast of Bray Road. It just says a large Bigfoot type / werewolf type / bear type.
So where does the
biped
where
cryptid.
come from? Are we talking like turns from a human
Because
to a fucking bear?
it walks up on two
Yeah, it
legs.
looks like more
it
like
can walk.
a
It's
man
been
bear.
seen to walk up on two legs.
Man bear.
But bears do that, so it's,
But they don't walk on legs like continuously. They can stand up and
Okay.
waddle a little bit, but they can't like walk
and
around.
they look
on two legs.
awkward.
Yeah.
This thing like
so it's
moves with
bipedal
purpose.
and it's fucking scary and huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. First,
This is tough. This is a tough one for me. Either one of those.
It's easy for me. It's already fucking done.
I just found I overestimated my tortoise age by over double.
Yeah.
They say 188 years is the oldest tortoise right now, but they think 250 is the oldest they've ever found.
That makes sense.
So not
Fucking
500.
crazy though.
But still, that's fucking
Not
that's a
500-year-old.
That's fucking old though, man.
Living around out there.
That's fucking old.
Yeah, but now imagine that's a 500-pound turtle.
Yes.
Would it live that much longer?
I'm leading towards now the Beast of Bray Road. I mean, the only thing I don't like about this fight for the werebear is that he doesn't have any defense. He's all offense. He's got the speed and stuff, but like every hit he's taking damage, whereas the turtle power, he might take one off the shell, right? He's got some defensive maneuvers.
What's
It's a tough one. So what do you think? Who's
would-
winning this fight?
Well, it would have to depend.
And how?
It would have to depend on the arena. Where are they fighting?
Oh yeah, if they're in the water.
Not necessarily even the water. If it's just like even like a marshland, like a little swamp. Now I'm going turtle here a little bit because you can, the Beast of Bray Road is not very maneuverable. Better chance the land.
But like snapping turtles aren't that maneuverable. They don't they just kind of
No, I'm
just kind of move along the bottom. I don't think they kind of.
I didn't say
they're not like
no. I didn't say
shark
snap.
speed.
I didn't say snapping turtle was maneuverable. I said the Beast of Bray Road wouldn't be maneuverable in the swamp as much, so the snapping turtle would have a better chance to land a quick strike. So if they're in a swamp, I would give it to the 500-pound turtle. If they're anywhere else, any type of solid ground's going to Beast of Bray Road. Flip him over. Snapping turtle would go in. He couldn't hit him. Beast of Bray Road goes in, single leg takedown, flips him on his back. Tears him open from the soft underbelly of his tortoise shell. Game over.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you, and the reason I agree is because I think the snapping turtle is going to extend the neck, get an arm, but then while he has the arm, the wolf's going to bite the neck of the turtle.
Tear him out.
Just tear him out, right there. Right once the neck's exposed.
What if fucking Toka's playing the long game? Just sucks his fucking limbs in and just waits it out. Let's Mr.
Then-
Werewolf gas out on that shell.
But then he's going to flip him over and burrow through the underbelly.
Yeah, and then you
Yeah.
fucking quickly fucking stick your arms and head out, flip back over.
Oh, so you're playing possum? You're saying plays
Playing the
possum.
long game.
He gets flipped over.
I don't know.
Right when he flips him over, a
You've
quick
got
strike. Bam.
The Beast of Bray Road apparently is pretty intelligent, so he might be the pick him up, smash him on a rock.
Intelligent as a 1,000-year-old turtle. I don't know, but here's what I see. I see a fucking. First of all, he's got turtle power, so that right there is fucking huge.
All right.
Second of all, I can see him sucking all his limbs out and doing some type of fucking sweet fucking Squirtle attack where he shoots his shell at him, fucking hits him right in the head.
Fucking camera, like
All right.
And then he's just
spin
standing there
around and like
naked.
little jet engines start popping
just
out.
like Squirtle. And then also, I envision this snapping turtle to be having these fucking crazy spikes all over his shell. Crazy defense. He's 1,000 years old, so he's developed all these wicked fucking ways of, you know what I mean, defending himself. This guy's a badass. I don't fuck with him. I don't want nothing to do with this guy.
The comfort of your favorite seat is now your comfy car selling command center, thanks to Carvana.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Your favorite seat's the best spot in the house. Make it even better by entering your license plate or VIN and getting a real offer in minutes.
There really is no place like home.
And speaking of home, Carvana will pick up your car from yours after you finalize your offer. Visit Carvana.com or download the app and sell your car from your comfy place. That's not just the sound of that first sip of Morning Joe. It's the sound of someone shopping for a car on Carvana from the comfort of home.
That's a good blend.
It's time to take it easy, like answering some easy questions to get pre-qualified for a car in minutes.
Talk about starting the morning right.
Just like customizing your terms so your car fits your budget. Visit Carvana.com or download the app to experience car shopping the way it should be. Convenient, comfortable.
I've heard of
both of these would
Bigfoot.
be-
I've heard of Bigfoot. I've heard of Sasquatch. I've never heard of no fucking Beast of Bray Road. He sounds like a buster.
Here's a problem. Here, and the reason why I'm leaning through a Beast of Bray Road is because I always like to think, one, them fighting each other, and two, which one would I most likely want to go against? And then I picked the opposite. And I was like, I think I'd rather go against this snapping turtle because I'm faster. I could probably get away. You know what I mean? Like I could probably get away from the fucking turtle.
Good point.
But I don't think there's any environment where I can get away from the fucking Beast of Bray Road.
That thing would truck after
Yeah,
you.
you would-
There,
you know what I mean?
Go nowhere.
Like, I'm
You're not
done.
getting away.
That's a
You
good
see
point.
that thing in the woods, you're dead. You see that thing on the lake, you're dead. Crossing a river, dead. Getting mail, dead. At Denny's,
Crossing the street,
dead.
dead. Going
Yeah.
to your office, dead.
Dead.
There is no possible situation where you're not dead when you come across the Beast of Bray Road.
No, whereas
Watering
like
your plants.
if all of a sudden you
Dead.
see this giant fucking turtle, goo, goo.
You almost be
Dude,
inclined to
you're
throw
like-
rocks at it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm also reading here that turtles' underbellies are not soft,
It's got to be softer than the top shell.
but not much. It's still armor. Still hard.
So you're
gonna
saying
have
you don't
bitter-
think you don't think you could curb stomp the shell and just crack it?
I don't know, man.
But once he's on his back, he can't get up.
Well, yeah, he does a fucking cool breakdancing spin. Haven't you fucking go ninja, go ninja, go?
Go ninja,
Jesus,
go
Sal.
ninja, go. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. If it's just as hard armor on the belly as it is on the back.
I don't see now. I'm not. Don't quote. I don't know if it's just as hard, but I'm trying to do some fucking fast
I'm saying
googling.
if it's any less hard than the back shell, the Beast of Bray Road is cracking it open. That's what I think.
I'm giving the advantage to Beast of Bray Road for that fact of like there's a whole lot of scenarios where I survive fighting the fucking tortoise than I do fighting the Beast of Bray Road.
He's got more weapons. Beast of Bray Road's got
Yeah.
more weapons.
Yeah.
He's got the speed. He's got dexterous arms. You
He's
know,
got the smell, obviously.
just a fucking turtle. I don't know. I'm going Beast of Bray Road. That's one vote. Braden,
Beast of Bray Road
2
as
votes. Dan,
I Beast of Bray Road.
3-1 again. Andrew gets defeated
Yeah.
3-1 in the votes against. On
well. You
the
know what? There
cryptids.
always could be an upset, though. You never know.
TMNT turtle power.
Dude, that's right. You you can never discount a big upset in any fight.
Listen, any one of these cryptids has a punching chance, right? If they're in the fight, they got a puncher's chance. They just got to land one.
Oh, in chat, someone's saying that the bottom shell is just as hard as the back shell. But
Thank you.
everyone fact check that. I have no idea. I know shit about turtles. So
No. Listen to in chat. Whoever said that, they're right. Believe them. They're probably turtle experts.
All right, turtle
If
experts.
you guys want to change your votes, go ahead. It's fine.
nope, I'm still going with it.
I still don't. I don't see how that's an advantage. You suck in. Yeah, like
Okay, you
you're
want to know
gonna
what the true
tie-
advantage is? Fucking Mr. Toka brings Vanilla Ice with him and raps the entire time while this is going down. He's got a hype man. Game over.
He's got
That's it. That's what it comes down to.
Vanilla Ice shows up. Like what?
Have you ever seen a turtle get down? Come on.
It's, but it's just gonna be I just don't see him winning. Like if he starts to lose, it's gonna be. I would say this is either gonna go victory for the Beast of Bray Road or a draw because of people like, hey, fuck, get out of your shell, fight, do something, and he's just hiding in there.
Yeah, well, what happens if he gets completely out of his shell while the Beast of Bray Road isn't looking, and he starts pounding away on that shell again, and he comes out there naked, puts him in a rear naked choke, game fucking over.
No, another
And just with the
another
strapping?
expert's just chimed in on chat. They call it a plastron of a snapping turtle is not full coverage on the underbelly. Bray flips the turtle over, it's over.
Yeah, but why? I don't understand why. Like that's going to be the Beast of Bray Road's entire fucking anatomy is going to be just as soft as the fucking tortoises.
Yeah, but
It's
he's
not
like
fat. It's
exposed
like
part.
pure muscle.
So
Like,
why
it's like
wouldn't the
rock
turtle's
solid.
underbelly be muscle too? I'm confused. Why
I'm
is it
just
any
saying
different?
The turtle is going to be slower and not as agile. So I'm like, if he takes a running hit from the fucking Beast of Bray Road and falls, it's over.
I'd say so. But I'll still saying though, you can never count out a good upset. So
Yeah.
you never know.
I mean, I'm
Because
indoctrinated.
even if they locked hands and they're just going at each other's faces,
I don't know. Everything I've learned in my childhood told me that you can't fuck with a turtle. That's just.
I'm saying the
They all
Beast
know
of Bray
fucking
Road.
karate.
The Beast of Bray Road would really doesn't even have to like get at the neck. Like he could, if he got a hold of one of the limbs and just whip that thing off, again the turtle just bleeds out.
Yeah, but I'd imagine, like, I'm assuming this turtle is just as big and strong as this guy, though. It's not just going to randomly get his limbs plucked off.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the way I'm envisioning this. But
I just think he's going to be too slow in this fight. He's
Okay.
got a lot of weapons. He's got a lot of
We're gonna have to wait
yeah,
for
but
the
he's all
live fight.
defense.
slow.
He's got tons of defense, man.
yeah, but with one huge problem. If he goes full defense, he's then exposed by his belly and his underside.
No,
and
but
he dies.
he's got a small part on his belly that's not as strong as the other ones, and he can come out of his shell whenever the
And-
fuck he wants.
Andrew, are you going defense wins championships here or what? Is that what you're saying?
always.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to wait to the live fights and really see how this battle unfolds because it's toss up. Andrew's put up a good fight. I could see how upset could happen, but chances
I can see it.
if I'm betting,
definitely see it.
I'm a betting man. I don't like those low odds.
Yeah, it's a bad matchup for the turtle. Now, if
Taking
you're
this
going
one
turtle
personally.
versus one of these cats, sure.
Yeah, turtle versus cat.
I would say
100%.
this. I would say the turtle against the Beast of Baltimore. I'd go turtle.
Yeah, if this is a bracket, keep fighting to the death. Turtle beats the
Right?
cat for sure.
Well, I
Maybe
just
he'll
see-
pick up maybe the turtle will pick up a nice bronze medal. Who knows?
No, I just see the fucking cats batting the shell around.
Yeah, and then
Getting
they're
bored.
getting bored and like looking around, and the turtle just being like, whoop, grabbing it, pulling it in, chomping it.
Chomping it.
Have to wait and see. Wait and see.
All right, let's see. What do we got for round
What's
three?
next
here?
battle?
What are our
Round
cryptids?
3.
I like this because I learn about new cryptids I never knew about.
Oh, this we got some monsters coming up here.
Round 3, you have the Wendigo versus the lesser known but no less intimidating Brosno Dragon. If you don't know about the Wendigo, Wendigo has been featured in many popular medias. If you watch Supernatural, TV shows, movies, it always kind of pops up every now and then. The classic depiction of a Wendigo is said to be about 15, probably about 10 to 15 feet tall. The body's often described as being emaciated. They're nothing but skin and bones, perhaps, but they're still quite strong. They are, people claim them to be unusually fast, uncannily fast. They can endure walking for long periods, and they don't mind harsh weather. So cold, rain, things like that don't affect them. They can just walk. Some people say they're fast, but others people say that they move in kind of a more like shuffling manner, like more zombie fashion, like they're falling apart. If you don't know what a Wendigo is, it's usually it's relegated to Native American A couple of different Native American cultures have the story of the Wendigo, which is a creature that is created when a person is possessed by the Wendigo demon, and that usually happens when a person commits the cardinal sin of cannibalism. So people have said that this is probably stems from times when either hunting parties or certain tribes got caught within certain areas where it was cold and no food, and had to resort to cannibalism,
So
eating each other, eating dead bodies.
If you chomp down on some human flesh, then you can become a Wendigo.
That's tends
lore?
to be the case. It's either some stories say that it's when a person becomes too greedy, if a person becomes too decadent and things like that, the Wendigo demon can take control of a person. So the Wendigo has been around for a long time. The legends go back hundreds of years. But even people at the turn of the 20th century, people from the Algonquin tribe said that they had a large number of people who went missing mysteriously, and they blamed that on the Wendigo. They believed that that's what was happening. There's an actual cave of the Wendigo in Ontario, Canada. So its legend spreads at least that far, or at least they people who have seen the cave, archaeologists kind of interpret the paintings to be these large hair-covered men. Could be Sasquatches, I don't know, but also could be Wendigos, and they say that they resemble the mythological creature of the Wendigo.
Also, a little known fact about the Wendigo is it made his debut in The Incredible Hulk number 162.
Yes.
Did he?
The Hulk has fought the Wendigo.
Fucking rights, man.
So
really famous. He actually took part in Wolverine's first appearance too, in Incredible Hulk number 181, where Hulk's going one-on-one with Wendigo, and then Wolverine comes flying out of the fucking great Canadian bushes there and fucking joins in the battle.
So the Wendigo has stood toe to toe with the Hulk and Wolverine at the same time.
Well,
he's got that under his belt.
The height ranges up to 15 feet tall. Really, really fast. Superhuman speed, superhuman strength.
Also, the
enhanced
ability
senses.
to mimic human voices
Yeah, terrifying.
is one of its qualities.
They have enhanced smelling and hearing, and they have the ability to hunt in total, complete darkness. They've got really long claws, and if they continually consume human flesh, they can technically live forever.
And aren't they painted with sometimes with almost like elk antlers, or it's like big antlers and stuff too? I've seen them pictures of
I've seen
Wendigos
representations like that. But a lot of it, most of them just have the bone. I've seen different pictures where it just looks like kind of a human with elongated limbs, emaciated limbs and things like that. Just like the teeth have turned into kind of jagged fangs.
So we're talking like a 15-foot, flesh shedding zombie human speed creature.
Yeah, like undead creature.
Speed creature.
Right.
Super fast. Some maybe with antlers, maybe not, but just tall, lanky, skin peeling off of it.
Yep.
Cool.
So then we've pitted him up against the Brosno dragon cryptid. And the Brosno dragon is native to Lake Brosno, which is located in the Tver region of Russia. So it comes from behind the Iron Curtain. This is actually a really weird place because it's noted for having the lake is surrounded by this abandoned village. Lots of crumbling houses. They even say one part of the lake features a half sunken church. It's a really creepy area. It's uninhabited at this point, so you kind of have to trek to get out there, I believe. This creature is described as being 16 feet long. It is a dragon-like creature, as the name suggests, and it has been reported as having either a fish-like or serpentine head. So one of the two. Right.
Gyarados?
Could be a Gyarados.
So
Probably.
that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking right now.
It's also known as Brosnia, which is the name given to the monster, which is, I think it's like near Andriopol in West Russia as well. Could be one of the same ones, I think. A lot of people are skeptical of its existence, but the history of this creature goes back at least like it goes back to like the 13th century. So people were believed that this creature actually turned away or scared to death the Tatar Mongol army that was headed for Novgorod during that period.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, there was like Mongol hordes were kind of going back and forth around that area, like that steppe area, like the Russian.
Novgorod,
area.
isn't that from Skyrim?
Yeah,
Dan,
sounds
talking video
sounds
games
like
here?
some Skyrim.
So, anyways, so the Dragonborn. Now it's the Dragonborn. It's probably a skeletal dragon. That's probably what it is.
My favorite thing is looking up the Brosno dragon is like a couple things I read where it's like skeptics say that this is nothing more than a giant mutant beaver. And I'm like, wait, what? Like,
Didn't we talk about a fucking beaver that was holding a fucking community hostage one time?
Sounds like something that would happen. That sounds very Canadian.
Have you ever seen a
Seriously.
beaver? There was a beaver roaming around our community just this weekend, basically doing the same thing. Like no one could cross it because it was just fucking around. They didn't come and push it back into the ocean.
Yeah, don't fuck with beavers, man.
No, fuck no.
Tail slap.
Well, if it is a giant mutant beaver, it's pretty fucking tough because this thing was said to have swallowed an entire German airplane during World War II.
Dude, it's fucking Gyarados. Look at this. That's fucking Gyarados. That's the Brosno dragon.
What? Oh, that's a picture of Lagacris from fucking Monster Hunter.
Yeah, that's what they.
I guess, yeah, that's what it would.
That's what they.
Yeah, that's Lagacris from fucking. That's from Monster Hunter.
Just picture Gyarados. That's what it is. The fucking Gyarados. What was his attack in original Pokemon? First 150.
Hyper beam.
Was it Hyper Beam?
Yeah.
Hyper Beam or Hydro Pump. Those are the two good ones.
So this guy, he's shooting Hydro Beam right away. Game over. One shot kill.
This is a bad. You know what? Because I would say Wendigo it's a beast, absolute beast. But this is a bad matchup for him on land or water. The Brosno Dragon's just too big. I guess unless
It can't be on land.
No,
though.
they're both about.
They're both
the
same size.
Brosno Dragon's like 16 feet long, and the Wendigo is like 15
Oh, okay.
feet.
Well,
So they're
you
about the
just make
same
him-
size.
When he swallows a plane, I guess planes were smaller back then.
I mean, for like a little fighter plane, maybe.
And I guess if he's like a snake and
It
he
could've-
just like unhinges his jaw and like,
Well, it could have been just a misconception. Maybe he just he chomped the plane out of midair, didn't actually like swallow it whole. He just bit out of midair.
Yeah.
Maybe.
this is a tough one. In water, 100%, it's going to the Brosno Dragon. Any kind of water environment.
Is the dragon
if
amphibious?
It's on land,
Is he
well,
amphibious?
it lives in the lake.
He can't come out. He just don't have little.
I'm not saying he can't come out, but if he comes out, I give an advantage to the Wendigo at that point because if it's dark out, which it probably would be, because I don't imagine Wendigos hanging out at high noon, right? It's really fast. It can mimic voices, so it's fucking around with where you're looking. It knows where you are. It doesn't need to see, right? Whereas the Brosno Dragon at that point is just all power and like gnashing around. But if this thing got around and just like ran by, like clawed it a bunch of times, right? Like little stealth attacks.
Yeah, I agree with that. Just another one would be where are they fighting? Where are they fighting? I guess the fairest fight would be like on a pier, where like the Wendigo's on the pier, the dragon's trying to attack them from the water, and they're like, having the dance.
Yeah. You know what? I'll say right now, I'm going to give it to a Wendigo. It doesn't matter either way, because even in water, I think on the water's edge, on a pier, anything, the Wendigo's going to lure it out mimicking voices.
Over here.
Right? Mimicking prey, someone hurt, someone vulnerable. It's going to get this thing to where it wants it to be.
And then
Right?
strike.
And then scrap it. Yeah, and then strike. So I'm gonna give it like I think Wendigo is just it's more clever. This thing's a beast, right? Like it's Wendigo's intelligent, right?
Wendigo is like it has the supernatural advantage, whereas the Brosno dragon seems like just a beast of the water.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I give it to Wendigo based on the intelligence. It's gonna lure it. It's gonna put it in a position where it can defeat it. So what do you think?
But what if it doesn't? That's what I mean.
What do you think?
It's battlefield though. I'm gonna say if the battlefields more or less if it's on a pier, Brosno dragon's lurking beneath the water. You don't know where he's gonna rise up. If he catches the Wendigo on the blind side and can get him into the water, then I give it the edge to the dragon. Just of sheer advantage of the domain. But if Wendigo turns around and catches them on the way up, trying for the sneak attack, once Wendigo uses, it's fucking supernatural beast. I don't think we can even comprehend the type of power the Wendigo has. He might only be 15 feet tall, but he could have the strength. You know, he could be so strong you couldn't even fathom. He maybe just fucking grabs the dragon, gives it a quick sidewalk slam on the pier, breaks his back, grabs him by the tail.
Oh, God.
Grabs him by the tail.
Through the pier.
Grabs him by the tail, does a couple, does a little
Has him in a knot.
hammer toss, 3-4 turns, and just launches him onto shore. And then by that time, it's over. It's game over. I'm going Wendigo. Supernatural power. You can't sneak up on him. He's supernatural. He's going to grab you, break his back, throw him onto shore, and just have his way. Game over. Wendigo. Andrew?
Well, I got to go back to the fucking evidence, and I have evidence of the Hulk going 1v1 with Fin Fang Foom, and the Hulk wins. So there you go. A guy that can go 1v1 with the Hulk, Wendigo, we've seen it. It happens. Hulk comes out on top, obviously. But I've seen the Hulk run through Fin Fang Foom like he's fucking nothing. So if he can do that, but for me, the big thing is it's water. I don't think it's a fair fight to begin with if Wendigo is anywhere near fucking water. If he's near water, it's the fucking dragon 9 times out of 10.
All right. Fair. Dan?
I don't know. I might give it to the Brosno dragon. Like, I'd give it to just the fact that
Split decision.
like the Brosno dragon, I mean, it's a fucking dragon, or if it's some sort of like sea dragon creature, it's still gonna be like a fucking crocodile. It's like saltwater crocodiles are fucking scary.
Yes.
Yeah, like a 20-foot long. Okay, however long. Yeah, they get like 20 foot, like 28, maybe like 17 feet long. Those things are fucking nasty. And if he gets a hold of like if he gets a hold of like one of the Wendigo's limbs or something like that, into a death roll, rip that thing right off. I mean, you guys seen the video where the one crocodile rips off another crocodile's leg?
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
One bite and one turn and it's over.
Yeah, it's boom, it's gone.
Done.
And I can't imagine like there's much like I don't think the Wendigo can become like incorporeal necessarily.
What does that mean?
So like
Asking for a
if
friend.
it's like emaciated and things like that, I can't imagine that there's much like holding it together. So if it gets on there and it rips off one of the arms, I mean, it might not bleed to death because it's
undead,
not blood or whatever.
Yeah.
But like you just rip it to pieces. And I think, I mean, if it can rip apart, like German engineered, fighter plane, and I wouldn't think it wouldn't have, if it could shear through metal, I don't think it would have a problem fucking around with like decayed flesh.
This is a supernatural beast, though. What's to say it can't grow another limb?
Well, that's what they're saying, though. It'd have to consume human flesh. So it's like if there's no people around, he's not snacking down on some villagers or something. Like,
But he's got a backpack on him, just little snacks in the back. Just
I would say this is the one I'm most
people.
torn. So far, this is the one I've been most torn about.
Yeah. Since Dan gave his thing there, because I would agree that the water dragon would have the weight advantage by a lot. Just in general, like creatures that live in the water can weigh way more because they don't have to deal with, they're not fighting gravity the whole time like that. So yeah, if he got the Wendigo, toast, I think. But I still stand by my supernatural power that you can't underestimate
split decision.
that. Yeah.
Not to mention this Wendigo, he's probably Canadian.
Bonus points for Canadian. Yep.
There you go.
A little stronger.
If that fucking dragon's wearing a jersey, he's fucked.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Well put. If you throw a wrinkle in it where he's wearing a jersey
Game over.
and he doesn't have a jersey tie down, like a fight tie down strap, once Wendigo gets the jersey over the fucking dragon's head,
He's
game
eating
over.
uppies, bud.
Yeah. Game over.
Eating uppies. Getting fed knuckle sandwiches. All right. You know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen,
ding, 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 ding.
welcome to One Cryptid Suicide. Tonight, the cryptid belt is on the line. $1 million is on the line. One cryptid's life is on the line. Bigfoot, you want the belt? Come and get it. It's on top of the cage of death, which is yet on top of another cage, which is yet on top of another cages. 3 cages, 2 cryptids, 1 belt, triple cage. Come on down.
Sunday.
This match is scheduled for one fall.
1 fall.
We have our main event. We have the challenger, Stalin's Ape Man. The Ape Man cryptid. Rumored to have been created in 1926 by the famed Russian biologist. His name was Ilya.
Ivanov.
Ilya Ivanov, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his name. Ilya Ivanov. And he was a famed zoologist at the time, and he believed that he would be able to produce an ape human hybrid from artificially inseminating a woman with monkey juice.
Dude, this is El Nasty.
Yeah, that's nasty as fuck.
That is some L nasty.
It's El Nasty shit.
This was like-
Comrade nasty.
Yeah, he had to, he pitched this project to the Russian Academy of Sciences as a way of proving Darwin right. And this was going to be their blow against religion for the communist regime. That was the kind of the whole thing for communist Russia, was kind of throwing out religion. So he was going to be like, we do this. Yeah, we got one up on God. Originally, he wanted to do it with unsuspecting women because it wasn't unethical enough, I guess. But eventually he had to actually seek volunteers. So there were actually women who volunteered
Become a
to
ape
be
man?
part of this project. I don't know what, I'm not 100% sure what they offered them
They volunteered, Dan. They volunteered.
to produce the next generation of ape monkey men. Ivanov wasn't without previous successes. Before he had done this, he had successfully produced a Z-donk, which is a zebra and a donkey hybrid.
Horrible animal.
A Zubron, which is a
Zubron James.
That's a bison cow cross. And also managed to produce some combinations of like rats, mice, guinea pigs, and rabbits. A guinea pig and rabbit would be pretty rad.
Pretty rad.
Strange. They claim that none of his experiments ever worked. And at some point during the mid 1930s, they had got fed up with his crazy shit and they exiled him to Kazakhstan, where he perhaps successfully created
Borat.
a true man-ape hybrid.
So we're
Or the
talking
cryptid
about.
Crush-a-thon.
So we're talking like for this, Stalin's Ape Man is basically would be like a silverback gorilla, but with the brain of a human. So it's
I think
very
it's more
smart,
chimpanzees
conscious.
because he went to was it Zanzibar or Madagascar? Zanzibar, I think. Traveled to
Zanzibar.
Africa to retrieve chimpanzees.
Fuck, man, chimps are scary too.
Yeah, but
I would have
Shit, yeah,
never
they are.
had you like like 6-7 years ago. If you would have told me like, oh, mixed with the chimp, I would have been like, so. And then like after seeing like that, learning about chimps and that woman getting her face torn off, I'm
ripped
like,
off.
oh, dude, chimps are scary as fuck.
Dude, chimps go to war. They're savages. And how much stronger are chimpanzees compared to humans, like pound for pound?
Insanely strong.
Like
They'll
they
rip your
are-
limbs off.
Like-
without even thinking about it.
Like you just pull your arm right clean out of your socket.
Buddy, they're
man.
solid muscle. They're fucking jacked.
Because they're not like, whether they're like 150 pounds, a big chimp, or how big are they?
A big chimp?
Yeah, like a big chimp.
Like a full-grown male
Like a
chimp.
male
I'm
chimp.
not sure.
Anyways, they are, so a chimp is that strong. So it's pretty much a large chimp, a large intelligent chimp is what we're dealing with here.
All right. Wild adult males can get up to between 40 to 70 kilograms. So we'll say that
Like
Ivanov probably picked on the big size.
72.2, so 100, you're 160 pounds.
150 pounds.
Zell, I gave you a fucking chimp in the group chat. Have a look at that and give that a post. This is what I'm picturing.
This is what you're picturing?
This is a real chimp.
All right, let me find this fucking chimp here.
I
It's
want,
just a picture of you.
I want nothing to do with it. Yeah.
Is it the shaved?
Oh my god!
Yeah, don't ever fuck with that chimp. Look at
Oh
the set of
my-
nuts on this guy. I want nothing to do with him. I want nothing to do with him.
It's really tiny. I don't know if you can really see that, but there's a chimp. It looks like The Rock.
He's fucking jacked.
Oh, is that one of
Jesus.
those chimps that has like alopecia and he's just like,
No, he's not.
yeah, he's got no hair?
He doesn't have any hair. Alopecia is when you don't have any pigment, so you'd be all white, wouldn't you?
No.
Oh no,
that-
alopecia.
albinism.
No, that's
Alopecia is no hair.
No hair.
alopecia's
yeah.
no hair. What's when you're all white?
Man's got
Albino. When you're
Yeah,
have no.
albino.
Listen, there's not a. I'll say right now, Dan. I love in your note. I just pulled up your notes. You've got all these notes for Stalin's Mon Ape, and for Sasquatch, your notes are
Mon.
he's fucking
He's
Sasquatch.
fucking Sasquatch.
Sasquatch is the Sasquatch is the reigning champion of the cryptid Crush-a-thon. He doesn't really need introduction. He's Sasquatch.
Dude,
Giants.
you all know. Even Harry and the Hendersons, like that's what I'm picturing in this fight. But there's the chimp is just he's the underdog in this right away.
He's too
Because
small.
I'm like he's too small, and as strong as chimps are and as smart as humans, I'm like
Chimps to humans.
Bigfoot is huge. It's
But-
huge.
But you have to think about hybrids. And if you think about hybrids, when you think about, for example, tigers and lions, when they produce a liger
Oh,
or a
it's
tigon,
huge.
what happens to them is that often they have this kind of imbalance in their hormones, like one of their hormones doesn't produce right or keeps producing, and they actually increase in size, like they keep growing.
Yeah, lagers get fucking massive, man.
Thing
So
to
you're saying
remember
that-
here. Thing to remember here is it's fucking Russian. Think about the
Also
anabolic
that.
steroids that this
Juiced
beast is
up.
on. He's juiced to fucking tits. This is not an ape. This is fucking Bane. This is fucking.
All right.
It's fucking
Dude,
Ivan
this is
Drago,
Ivan.
dude.
This is the Ivan Drago of fucking beasts.
And here's the thing: we look at that.
Ivan
We look at that
Congo.
chimp, and that's that chimp. That picture of that chimp. That picture that we just looked at of that
Congo?
yoked chimp.
Yep.
That's a chimp who doesn't know how to work out and doesn't have any like performance enhancing drugs. Now you put
That
that
we know
thing in
about.
Russia with like a human brain that can train and fight. Now it's starting to get scarier
Buddy,
for
this
me
is
'cause
this
I'm like,
is fucking. This is Rocky 4. This is fucking North America versus Russia. This
Yeah.
is Nikolai Volkov, Hulk Hogan. This is fucking everything.
Okay, so you're saying we have a chimp human hybrid on fucking steroids, and the hybrid program has resulted
and like Universal Soldier, like trained for killing.
and
This is Ivan Congo, like Dan put it. It's perfect.
and they never stop growing like a tiger and a lion. The hybrid produces a much stronger, bigger chimp human with the human brain with chimp strengths times whatever. But still, you're going against the world champion cryptid. First of
I
all,
hate that.
he's at least judging from accounts, anywhere from 7 to 10 feet tall, 5, 6, 7, maybe even 800 pounds of pure muscle, ape-like. So he's got the ape strength like a chimp, but he's way bigger naturally. He can fucking teleport. He can dematerialize and rematerialize almost instantly. It's fucking Sasquatch I'm talking here.
Well, I mean, I don't know about the dematerialization.
Dude, footprints.
I know he can
footprints
move
go.
extremely fast.
Footprints go, they follow the footprints, and then the footprints fucking disappear, and they'll reappear like 400 feet later. Like, what? That doesn't even
But-
make sense.
that could just mean that he jumps really far. Because it has been recorded that they do that. It has been reported sightings of Sasquatches jumping very far. Like they can leap like an entire highway.
Well, that's okay. That's even better. Bonus for Sasquatch. You can just jump football field.
Well,
length at a time.
I would put instant transmission over fucking like Hulk like leaps. I think that instant transmission's a little bit more useful, personally.
Yeah, I mean, either way.
Teleports behind you.
Yeah.
This is one of those ones where it's like you've got hard work versus talent. You know what I mean? Like the chimps, you got someone's put in hard work, and they always say hard work beats talent until talent works hard. And you put these two things in a fight, Bigfoot's still a beast. It's still an animal, and that chimp still has a human brain. You know what I mean? And my human brain says like you got fear, you're scared, and an animal just is pure instinct.
Yeah. Plus, he's going up against the champ, so Sasquatch has got that advantage. He's got the champion advantage, natural intimidation.
The psychological game is in Sasquatch's favor right off the bat.
Personally,
No
for
doubt.
me to make this decision, I need some fucking context on the situation. Like, did this Stalin's man ape, did he fight Sasquatch's best friend and kill him in the ring? Apollo cryptid. Did he kill Apollo cryptid? That's what I need to know. Right? Did Sasquatch train during fucking montage videos?
I mean, working his way through the cryptid ranks, I'm pretty sure I heard a thing about the man ape meeting up with the Yeti in the what the fuck are they called? The Himalayas, because he had to get over here, right?
Yep.
Did he get the eye of the tiger there? Is that what happened?
Pretty sure he stomped the Yeti pretty bad.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, is Sasquatch running in the snow with fucking, you know what I mean, tree trunks on his back? Like, is he
doesn't
putting in that
have
work?
to.
I mean, it snows.
He
pretty
doesn't
well
have
in the
to.
Pacific
Sasquatch
Northwest,
does not have to
right?
run anywhere.
He does. Oh, he does. He's got to put in the time, man. He's got to have the training montage. Hearts on Fire needs to be playing. It's very technical.
So we got
Sasquatches are known to be migratory creatures.
There you go.
He's running up and down the Pacific Northwest up there. That's a long trek.
So we're here. We have Team North America because Sasquatch is North America wide versus the engineered Mother Russia hybrid wannabe Sasquatch, who's nowhere close to as good. In my mind, that's what I've seen here. He wants to be, he thinks he might be, but not. No chance. I'm going with a quick knockout here. A quick knockout. They're very similar creatures. Biped ape-like creatures. Maybe if you go with the human touch of the Russian hybrid, maybe they have a little smarter, but maybe not, because no one's ever fucking caught Bigfoot. He is the social distancing champ of the world since the dawn of mankind.
I mean, you also got to take into fact too that if this Russian man ape is going to have a human brain, he's not going to have that primal fucking rage that Sasquatch has. Sasquatch has got a completely other gear, man.
It's true. Savage.
Yeah, I gotta give it to Sasquatch because he's a fucking giant ape, man. Like, even if this chimp, we're honestly going, we're trying to pump up Stalin's mountain ape. We're trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. If he's bigger than any other chimp, if the mix between human and chimp allows the chimp to grow bigger like a liger, we're taking a lot of ifs with him to even give him a fighting chance. My money's on Bigfoot.
Boom. Bigfoot, motherfucker.
I mean, Bigfoot is a real North American.
It's a real North American.
Hide in the trees like any man.
I don't know. I think it would be a good fight because I would figure the Stalin's man ape has had training.
Okay.
I would figure that he's been training in the KGB and the fucking Spetsnaz. Like, I'm sure he's trained in all kinds of hand-to-hand combat techniques. I'm sure he put up a pretty good. He could put up a pretty good fight. He's gonna be quick.
You don't know if you're trained in hand-to-hand combat with the Spetsnaz. You don't know if those techniques are even the same on Bigfoot. Bigfoot might have a completely different anatomy. You might be going for a pressure
and that doesn't
point.
matter. It's like, okay, let's go fucking fighting techniques that I learned in Russia. How would those fare against a bear? Because it's a wild animal.
You're
Like,
fighting a
that's
grizzly bear.
reason-
It is a fact that Russians fight bears all the time.
I have seen some Russian kids fight some bears.
That is a fact.
That's true. I have seen this, and it's weird.
And also, we don't know if the man ape has been training against El Nasties.
Oh, so you
Russian big.
think the man ape has been trained against some caught wild El Nasties from the...
I think the El Nasties are his trainers because the El Nasties are the original Russian Bigfoots, and they're
What was that mountain range called? Ural Mountains?
right.
So they rounded up some El Nasties from the Ural Mountains, bring them in as trainers to train man ape versus El Nasty, which is similar to a Bigfoot, maybe not as strong. So you're saying those techniques may pay off in the long run. So we got a cage prize fighter versus the cryptid champion of the world is what we got here.
Yeah.
Trained all the deadly martial arts versus a wild beast who can teleport and has unimaginable strength and his hide and seek game is first of all, you got to find Bigfoot. You're not just going to find him. He's going to find you first in the fight.
I just think it's going to be a good fight. So I think it's going to be a good fight. I wouldn't put it up as like a blowout. I wouldn't go that far. I think Sasquatch is going to have his hands full.
I think Sasquatch is going to pull the Russian hybrid, both his arms out of just completely off and beat him to death with his own arms. It's going to be like a human fighting this ape, fighting like a really strong chimpanzee is going to be like Bigfoot fighting this guy.
Yeah, that's what I think
other
too.
way around.
That's what I think too. I think the man ape's going to come in with a lot. He's been fucking up humans, pulling their arms off, thinking he's all yoked, and then he's going to step in the ring with a great ape.
Boom.
And he's going to get torn in half.
Quick fight. That's what I predict.
Because I'm saying you throw a chimpanzee in a ring with a silverback. Who you got?
It's over in a second. Silverback, dude, pull in half.
Silverback, 100%. Dude, 100% kills the chimp any day of the week. So the fact that we're even...
Shouldn't even be... We should just end the podcast right now.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm saying like Spetsnaz, they do all the kind of crazy Krav Maga. He could be gouging eyes out, kicking out knees.
Well, unless
listen,
I don't know.
maybe
Going for the joints,
dude. Maybe the Spetsnaz. Maybe they give him like a hidden fucking ankle fucking blade or something, and he's cheating.
It's true.
No, they're all
fight
checked
dirty.
before the fights. They're all
Checked.
checked.
No
before the
illegal
fights.
blades. No brass
That's
knuckles.
Bush League, man. No
brass
they're
knuckles.
checked.
No.
What you got?
You don't know if he's hiding razor blades in his mouth.
Yeah.
Those things.
But
out.
here's the thing. You put a UFC cage match together with Stalin's man ape and just a silverback gorilla. I give it to the silverback gorilla. You know what I mean? Like even with the smarts and stuff, there's just something about that size and just pure power. He's gonna pull that chip apart, even with the Soviet man brain. Like I said, we're throwing a lot of ifs to even give the Stalin man ape a fighting chance.
Agreed.
A lot of ifs around, and that's why I got to give it to my boy Bigfoot. He's retaining the belt.
We got in chat. It's going to be like C-3PO getting his ass whipped by Chewbacca. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Let's pull those arms clean off. Pop, pop. Okay, we got 2 for
I
Bigfoot.
agree.
Dan? Going close?
Yeah, I would say Bigfoot too.
But closer. You're going closer.
But I don't think it's going to be a blowout like you guys are thinking it is. I don't think it's going to be that.
All right. We got 3 Bigfoots, but 1 Bigfoot not by blowout. 2 Bigfoots by instant win.
Yeah. 2 Bigfoot KOs, 1 Bigfoot by decision. Andrew, what do you got?
Well, like I just want to play contrarian now, but you know what I mean? Like, cause you gotta know the man ape's on PEDs, and we're not doing piss tests before this fight.
Nope.
No.
No,
Definitely
we're not. So,
Nope.
you know what I mean? Who
You gonna
knows?
go
A
tell
Russian?
Sasquatch to pee in a cup? I'm not going to do it.
No, fuck no. I mean, it's got to be Sasquatch though. It has to be. I can't even fucking.
Oh,
I just
that's
can't do it.
That's an
want
unanimous
to.
Sasquatch.
I want to. I want Ivan Congo. I want him to win, but he's not gonna.
Dude, Dan nailed it perfectly at the start when he wrote in the notes, it's fucking Sasquatch. That's it. That's all the notes said. There was nothing else about Sasquatch because
What else do you write?
Because
I love
you
betting
know
on the underdog, though. I do. I love betting on the underdog.
Wait,
you know what?
if you
It's
get extra
weird
$1,000
because
Go for it.
I like Wendigo versus Bigfoot. I think Wendigo matches up a little bit better against Bigfoot than Stalin's Man-Ape does. Like with their powers and stuff, I think that's that would be a closer matchup. So if we see who wins, if Wendigo beats Brosno Dragon, Wendigo might be getting a title shot coming up.
The guy's a fucking cannibal. He'll do it all. The guy fights dirty.
Right?
I don't want nothing
like
to do
I'm
with
saying,
Wendigo.
that's
We'll have to wait for that
he's
one.
got the voice mimicking, so obviously you can make a mimic of a Bigfoot call, right? Bigfoot is a beast, semi-intelligent beast, but it's still a beast, right? So you're getting intelligence first beast. You get the matching superhuman abilities, right? I like that matchup. I like that. We can see a big upset there, but Wendigo's got a huge test in the Brosno Dragon. We all split decision on that one. We don't know. We don't know
50-50.
where it's going to go. So, anyways, but that's Bigfoot over Man-Ape all day, every day.
I agree. Yeah, you have to tune in to the live fights.
Yeah, we're live streaming the fights. Should be good. I'm really excited. Considering the lack of sports going on right now, I'm really fucking excited for this.
Yeah, I'm glad the pay-per-view is still on, and we're gonna be able to watch it. That's gonna be the best thing.
Yeah, official date hasn't been announced, but the fights are coming. With a fight like this, you don't really know when it's going to take place. It could just happen.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Dana Black said they're happening somewhere on Earth, no matter what.
Somewhere.
Private island somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere in this universe, they're happening, he said.
He didn't say when, but they are happening. You can bet your bottom dollar on that.
All right, let's Zell, since we have all the fights done today and learned about some new cryptids, why don't we get into some space news?
Ooh, yeah.
This was an interesting one. I only have the headline. Trump recently signed an executive order to allow moon mining.
Moon? What are they mining on the moon?
Cheese.
Oh, cool.
Delicious moon cheese.
Delicious moon cheese.
Yeah.
How do you
even
sign
had
an
asked.
executive order to be like, you can mine the moon? Like, well, who's gonna say no? Because then it's like, but really, like, you don't own the moon.
Are they going to mine for water or something? Or
No,
I
it was
didn't really, it
hydrogen
didn't really
3 or
say.
something is supposed to
Everything
be
was
up there.
pretty vague.
yeah, if you're going to mine the moon, because most minerals are on Earth, like that we want to use are on Earth. So something on the moon would have to be like helium-3 or some other type of like energy source that could be used for propulsion or like energy production or something we couldn't get on Earth, because that would be like the amount of money to get to the moon and mine and get back. Like, I can only imagine how non-feasible
You know what, though?
that would be for anything.
Here's the thing, though. It's an expensive startup, but if we get a moon base and stuff, and say we find oil on the moon,
Oh,
I'm just saying hypothetical, not going to happen. But just say we cite moon oil. It's not the same. It's not from a living creature, but we can use it in our cars or whatever. It would be far cheaper to send that oil to launch it from the moon to Earth, right? Because there's less gravity. You're going to use less fuel on the launch, right? It's harder to get the startup, but once you're set up, I think the cost would exponentially drop, especially with our reusable rockets we have now. The gravity of the moon would be far easier to launch shit off there.
that's what I mean.
We're gonna have the 7-Eleven and gas stop and stop and save
The gateway?
in between the two.
The gateway?
Yeah, the gateway, lunar gateway. We're gonna be all set up, man.
You heard it
Lunar
here.
highway.
I get that, but that's what I mean. So whatever's on the moon would have to not be on Earth, because no matter what, it would always be cheaper to mine it on Earth.
Yeah. I think this is a little bit of a power play with everything. I think people are just wanting to get their ducks in a row with all this talk about going back to the moon, getting settlements on Mars. If they make a discovery of something they can mine, they don't want any like, oh, should we, can we, this, that. It's like, well, we're already allowed because we've signed these things in the past saying that if we find something we can mine it, we can exploit the shit out of it way before anyone can be like, stop and should we be doing this?
Right.
Right. It's just, to me, that's what it is for me. It's just like, let's cut some ribbons some red tape before we get there.
Let's make some headlines.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's about it.
Because I am curious to how you say you just authorize people to mine on the moon. It's like, you can't just be like,
You don't own the moon.
you don't.
You know
own the
how
moon.
excited Bruce Willis was when he heard this?
Dude, we got hundreds or thousands of Albertans that are professional drillers that would seize the opportunity to go to the moon and drill in a second.
Yeah.
Drill for that sweet moon oil.
April super pink moon is the biggest full moon of 2020. On Tuesday, April 7th. So this podcast is probably just missing it. If you're listening live, you can watch it. What's the date today? 6th?
6th.
There's a giant super moon. It's going to be the biggest moon of 2020.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not
Happy
cloudy.
2020 knows.
Got myself
Hopefully
a
the
pair
moon
of
doesn't
binoculars.
crash into fucking Earth at this the way this year's
That's right.
going.
Yeah, no kidding. Incoming asteroid.
What else you guys
heads
got
up.
for space news?
Oh, I had third Starship prototype destroyed in tanking test. So as they keep building the Starship, which is that big steel, what's the ship from Futurama? Planet Express.
Planet Express?
The Tesla, the SpaceX's Planet Express ship, they keep testing it and blowing it up to to see how far it will go. And they just blew it up. And let's watch the video because it's pretty cool. So they're doing like a pressurized test. So they're trying to pressurize systems right to the max. And then it collapsed. You can watch it right here if you're on the live stream. It's going, boom, and it just buckles.
Oh.
Just crumbles. But it was not unexpected. They said they were doing that. They were pressurizing as far as they could just to see what the buckling point was going to be.
Cool.
But that's pretty sweet. So one step closer to having a stainless steel starship is what it looks like going to Mars.
I think it looks fucking sweet.
Dope.
Yeah, it just fucking buckles, man. They pressurize and it just like in an instant, like a third of the ship just crumbles, pop, snap, and just falls apart. It's pretty cool. If you want to check that video out, you can find it on spacenews.com, or you can just look at that live stream on our YouTube channel. And that's all I had for space news. Dan?
I have a bit because I love this fucking title. I told Andrew loves this title as well. Heavy metal alien planet may be shaped like a football. Heavy metal.
Wow. Finally, some space
This
news
is,
for me. That's where I want to live. If I'm going to space, I'm going to that fucking place.
And for our Australian and UK listeners, that's an American football. Just in case you're like, yeah, duh. Like all planets are shaped like footballs. Scientists have been investigating KOI 1843.03, which is an exoplanet candidate that is orbiting a red dwarf star and is about 395 light years from us. It seems that it has 44% of Earth's mass and about 60% of Earth's diameter, so a little bit smaller. They think that the shape can be attributed to its orbital pattern because it orbits its star at about 4.24 hours for a year.
Oh,
So
shit.
their whole
Fucking
year
humming.
is about 4 hours. It's about 1/6 of a day here on Earth. So this thing is just whipping around that red dwarf star, and they're thinking that is kind of shaped it the way that it is, like these forces that have that are working on the planet have just like shaped it into the kind of like an oval shape.
Cool.
It's pretty nuts. It's pretty weird looking.
All I know is if Andrew likes it, it's probably incomplete. Anything else, space news?
That's it for space news.
Let's hit that randomatron.
All right, let's do it. Firing it up right now. Printing, faxing, emailing, scanning, texting. Woof. At the same time. Oh, shit. Oh, what's this? Mongoose ball.
So before we start this, as we know, obviously this didn't happen to me, right? It happened to a friend of a friend of a friend of mine, right?
course.
So,
And not even that. And from my understanding, that friend's not even that much like the friend of a friend of a friend isn't even that much of a friend. He's an acquaintance.
Loosely.
He kind of knows the guy.
Barely there. He's barely there.
If you ask me, the guy's a bit of a fucking bro. You know what I mean? Not the kind of guy you want to be around with.
I know that type
Real
of guy.
Yeah, a little bit.
I heard this guy's got some short man syndrome.
Totally. The kind of guy you want to give a fucking 1 star. Let's just say that.
Like he's got one full sleeve on his left arm.
Whoa, you're
Little
getting a
bro.
little too descriptive here, all right?
All right.
Let's
Yeah.
relax there, okay?
All right.
Anyways.
He's the type of guy to do one of those push-up challenges.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
what an
not-
asshole.
Let's
And
go
not
there.
not to do a running challenge.
No.
Not a running challenge.
challenge,
Probably
running
skipping that. Fuck cardio.
Fuck
Hardy, no.
Already know. Yeah. One
Already
of
know.
these guys. I think we've painted a picture.
Oh, he's probably a
of
guy
friend
that's
of
still
friend of
fucking
friend
working, doesn't have time to run. But either way, let's
either
get-
way. Either way.
Let's get into this here.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
These are semantics.
all right. This certain situation takes place around, you know what I mean? Early in the morning. A friend of mine shows up to work. He's about a half an hour early for work, start a day shift. So he's pretty tired, a little bit groggy. You know, you see the night crew, they're in rough shape. They still got about half an hour left in their shift. My partner for the day rolls in, and we're like, you know what, guys, why don't you go home early? We'll take over. You know what I mean? So the shift hadn't started, hadn't even really started yet, but they're taking over. Within minutes of the night crew walking out the door, the phone rings, of course, right? Hop on the air. We need you to code 3. We have a psychiatric call at a construction site. Right? So it's like 6:15 in the morning. Not everything's clicking just yet. You're a little foggy, haven't had the coffee yet. Things are going a little slow. So you're driving to the call, working with a new partner for the first time, trying to, get to know the guy, cracked a few jokes. You know what I mean? I mean, like, yeah, I did construction. That, if I was still doing it, that'd be enough to make me crazy, trying to get a laugh here. Didn't get one. Tough crowd. Show up to this skyscraper that's being built. It's about, at that point in time, I believe there was about 28 floors. And we start hoofing it up these stairs, and a guy's leading us to the scene and trying to get kind of some information like, hey man, like what's going on? This is kind of weird, like, is this a employee of your guys's or something like that? And he's like, no, man, we've never seen this guy before. He just broke in. I'm like, oh, it's weird, as they're going up all the floors. And finally we get to the 28th floor, and I'm like, why the fuck would the guy climb all the way up to the top of this? You know what I mean? I'm like, this is crazy. This is a huge walk. And the guy looks at me like I'm fucking stupid. And I'm like, what's going on? He's like, well, obviously to jump off. And I'm like, well, I've completely miscalculated the situation. Like, don't you think that's some pertinent information that you should, maybe let the dispatcher know? Like, it's a little bit out of my skill set.
Yeah, you're like, I help him when he's hit the ground.
Exactly, right? And so I'm like, okay, like this is fucked. I'm like, we're gonna go back down. And he's like, well, no, he's right there. Like, you gotta talk to him. He's gonna jump. And I'm like, I'm just as fucking qualified to talk to this guy as the guy that led me up there is. You know what I mean? So I'm like, whatever. So we walk over to this guy that's on the end of the ledge, kind of like full arms extended, being like, whoa, like fucking please don't jump. Like, you know what I mean? Try to find some common ground with this guy. And, next thing, we're up there for about 10 minutes, get on the radio to dispatch being like, this is not what we thought it was. And as soon as the mics clicked, you can see the guy being like, who the fuck you talking to, man? And you're like, nobody. It's all good. It's fine. Everything's good. And anyways, we let dispatch know that we're way over our fucking heads here. This is above our pay grades. We are not fucking ready for this. And so they're going to send the police and the fire department and the high angle rescue, everybody. So I got to fill some time. I got to kill some time. So I'm sitting there striking up a conversation with this guy, trying, like I've seen the movies. I'm trying, it's not worth it, man. There's got to be a better way. Let's find some common ground. You know what I mean? Just basically killing time. About 6-7 minutes later, I get a slap on the chest. All right, ambulance driver, you're good, buddy. Take off.
Ambulance driver.
And I'm like, instantly the guy, it says ambulance driver. And I'm like, this guy's obviously not fucking talking to me. Ambulance driver. So, all right, not in a great mood, but I'm like, that's fine. Thank you for leaving me in this situation. I've already wet myself. So, I need a new change of pants. So, you know what I mean? I felt like we made a bit of progress. The guy stepped back from the ledge. You know what I mean? We had a good talk from him. So we're, walking down these stairs. I'm talking to my partner. I'm like, you know what, man? I think we did some good. Like, it sounds like this guy probably isn't going to jump, so we can take some solace in that. And, everything's okay. Within fucking, 10 minutes, took us down to get to the bottom of the building, hop in the ambulance, start the engine and warm it up because it's cold. It's early in the morning. Backstreet Boys starts playing You Are My Fire. You can hear them, we're getting serenaded first thing in the morning after feeling like you did something good. You know what I mean? Talk to my partner. That was pretty crazy. Eh? Well, we did what we could. And then within 2 minutes, all of a sudden you kind of just look up and you can just see something come sailing.
No.
And lands about, like, I'm talking maybe 4 feet in front of the ambulance.
No.
Just like fucking departed, like just, oh man. And you're just like, well, okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So that went from feeling, pretty proud of yourself to being like, oh, okay. Well, maybe next time.
Me. Jesus.
Yeah. But that's,
Dude, when you're in those kind of jobs, though, like, people will be like, oh, you're cold. It's like, no, motherfucker. That's how you get through the fucking day. Like, you see this shit day to day. Like, people are like, oh, fucking, and people don't get why, like, cops and paramedics and stuff have a dark sense of humor. It's like, it's the only fucking way to cope with some of this shit because it's so unbelievable, the shit you hear and see, that it's like, you've got to almost, like, dehumanize it for yourself.
Well, and it's like, I don't know, man. Like, even for us, though, like, we usually show up after it's happened. You know what I mean? You don't fucking show up and it happens right in front of you. It's usually quite rare. And like,
that's
everybody
crazy.
was shook. There was like a TAC team there of like ERT trained fucking paramedics and stuff like that. And like, as soon as this guy splat, one of the guys came sprinting out with a syringe filled with tranexamic acid and jabs the guy in the leg with it. And you're like, I kind of just like stuck my head in the ambulance. I was like, it's not going to do anything, man. A guy just fell 28 stories onto cement. Like,
there's some things that are physically, that's the end.
Yeah. These guys' organs are sheared.
I wish your friend of a friend would have just leaned out the window and said, time of death right now.
Yeah, no shit.
It's a one-liner.
He needs to work on his one-liners. It's not a talent.
And then he reverses beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, no, it wasn't good.
That's crazy.
Fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Anything else before we end this one?
Yeah, we didn't do it last time. We forgot. Read some Patreon supporters.
Oh yeah, I don't have any episodes. I'll make up some more names.
These are all well thought out, very real names. No one's trying to fuck with us.
Only took you 3 weeks to plan them.
No one's trying to fuck with me. We didn't read them last time, so I'm going back to March 24th. Denise Sayans, Chuck the Truck Wallace, Stephen Woodall, Russell Rees, Zachary Stevenson, Sasuke Ochika, just Kim. Thank you, Kim. Zachary Sutton, Claudia Ramirez, Ron Pond, Aliza Rice. Getting creative. Manny, Joshua Livermore, Alexander Leclerc, Matthew Mitchell, Mandy Norton, Andrew Kiss, Terry Chelton, Cummins 626, and last but not least, just Austin. Not nice. Austin 316, which you should have done. But thank you very much for supporting the show.
People asking about the meat trial. The meat trial usually happens after the 7th of each month. That's when Patreon usually sends the numbers that I can enter. It was sent late this afternoon, but I didn't have time. So next week we'll do the meat draw. It's usually after the 7th. So if people are asking why isn't it on the 1st, it's after the 7th. So the first podcast after the 7th of each month is the meat draw.
Yep.
Other thing, you can always look us up on social media, Instagram, Facebook. We've been interacting like crazy these last couple days, chirping fans. One of my favorite things is what I've done is there's a couple fans who had some early beaks about squashing me in the running challenge. So I sent a picture of their name with 0 kilometers and then a screenshot of saying how they were going to beat me so bad. And I sent it to them just to chirp them. So we've been having some good back and forth with fans. You can always get us on Instagram, Facebook. One of the weird things I always get is like, who am I talking to? Is this the person that runs their social media? No, it's us, motherfucker. You call us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If we don't get back to you right away, try again. Chances are we just missed it in the fray. But if you're talking to anyone, it will be one of us four. No one else.
No one else.
No one else.
You'd probably get a faster response if it was someone else, but we will respond eventually.
Yeah, we'll tell you when we get interns.
Yeah.
You'll know because all of a sudden you'll be answered right away. Good thing that happened now and not at the beginning there, Andrew.
What are you talking about?
Anyways.
No, you'll know because we'll have we'll like tweet like twice a day.
Yeah. We've been good these last 5 days, man. Me and Zell have been posting on Instagram like every day and Facebook Live.
Best we've ever done. Best we've ever done. By far.
Yeah. So, you find our website, alientheorizing.live, get some merch. We got some new merch coming. It's taking slow. It's I'll have some more merch this week.
It's the fucking apocalypse right now. We can't get anything done. Nothing's happening.
Yeah, it's tough. It's gone from not having enough time to having too much time, which is almost as bad.
Yeah.
It is just as bad for for being productive. We didn't talk about COVID this whole episode, so
Fuck the
that was
COVID.
a nice break. Good.
That's still happening.
It's still
That's
going
a
on.
thing.
You all know just as much as we know. It's just going.
Check the
Yeah.
Whatever.
news.
We've
There
had
it
enough.
goes.
We'll talk about that in after hours. You can go to Patreon. We always do after hours. We've got tons of bonus material on Patreon. If you want to help the show out, go on Patreon. And as we always say at the end of these things, keep those eyes on the skies. Thanks, everyone.
Hey, everybody. If you want to listen to us watch these fights live, go to patreon.com/alientheoristpodcast. Subscribe, support your boys, and enjoy all the bonus content available. Thanks, everybody.
The comfort of your favorite seat is now your comfy car selling command center, thanks to Carvana.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Your favorite seat's the best spot in the house. Make it even better by entering your license plate or VIN and getting a real offer in minutes.
There really is no place like home.
And speaking of home, Carvana will pick up your car from yours after you finalize your offer. Visit Carvana.com or download the app and sell your car from your comfy place.
Man, that sunset is gorgeous.
Grill, patio, sunset. Hard to get better than that. Unless you're browsing Carvana's inventory while you soak it all in.
Oh, burger time.
So sit back, get comfortable. Carvana's got thousands of cars under $20,000 just waiting for you.
I could stay here forever.
Carvana, where car buying meets comfort meets convenience. Download the app or visit Carvana.com today.